Neil, what's the topic for today?
The chicken or the egg?
I like both, so I don't really care. What should you have first? This was a conversation that was part of a first-time home buyers group, and actually there was a lot of debate about this, and people were kind of arguing, and I was laughing, and I was kind of sitting watching all the comments because I wanted to think how I could answer in a nice professional way that made a lot of logical
Where nobody
sense.
would get mad at Ryan.
And somebody's still going to get mad, I'm sure, but so far in 2 days, nobody's responded with a negative comment. But the answer that I simply had was, yes, realtors are extremely important in the entire process. But before any realtor is really willing to work with you, what is the one thing that a borrower needs?
I'm going to change that. Any really good realtor is
true.
willing to waste their time with you.
What do they need?
They need a pre-approval from us.
And where does that come from?
The mortgage company. So yes, realtors are really, really, really important. But if you don't have your pre-approval from a lender, from us, then you're wasting the realtor's time. And any realtor worth his weight in gold won't even talk to you until you're pre-approved.
And here's the other thing, guys. In my comment, the first thing I said was you need an actual pre-approval. A lot of people, we're getting calls from realtors, and I don't know if you're noticing, I'm
all
getting a lot.
day long.
Where realtors are calling and they're saying, did you actually even approve this person? That should never be the case.
Do you know why they're calling us now?
Because they're afraid.
Because there's so many lenders out there that just hand out pre-approvals, right?
That's right. So when you get an actual pre-approval,
question them. Ask them what they did. Did you give them pay stubs? Did you give them tax returns if needed? W-2s? Did you give them assets? Did you give them all this? And did they pull your credit? If they didn't do any of these or half these, your pre-approval is useless.
I had a guy who was a borrower, and he called me and he said, I was already pre-approved with this other bank. And then we were talking, and I said, well, the documents you sent them. And he says, well, I didn't send them any documents. And I said, well, did they run your credit? He goes, well, no, they didn't run my credit. I said, well, you weren't
What were
really
you
pre-approved.
for?
And he goes, well, why not? I
Because
said,
they like my voice.
I said, well, I can tell you I make $1 million and have $20 million in the bank, but if you don't validate that, how do you know? I could be dead and broke as can be. And he laughed and he goes, man, you're right. That guy didn't ask me for anything. So the whole point of it is this, guys. You have to go to the lender first. Whether it's your bank or a lender or amazing brokers like Premium Mortgage, you have to contact us first because you don't know if you qualify. You may make $1 million and have $500,000 in the bank, but if you've got a 500 credit score, you're not buying a house. Well, at least you're not getting a loan for a house. You may be paying cash. But the point is, you have to call us first. You have to call the lender and find out what you qualify for. Then will the realtor say, yes, come give me your pre-approval, let me know what you qualify for, and then they'll start showing you houses. But most realtors, they may show you the first house or the first open house. Outside of that, if you don't have this pre-approval, they're not going to waste their time on you because they could be wasting their time with absolute no result or no reward for them.
Well, the most famous line that I love that people do, they'll walk in an open house and the realtor will say to them, are you pre-approved? Oh, no, I'm just looking. Well, here's the thing. Do you want to work and not get paid? Well, that's exactly how that realtor feels. If you're not pre-approved, that means you don't qualify. That means they're never getting paid. Until you go to settlement, that realtor and us do not get paid.
Now, it's okay if you're dream building and you want to go check out open houses, but it's a good thing to just let the realtors know and say, hey, we're not approved yet. We're just looking in the market.
We're not even buying it this month.
And that's okay. Good realtors, professional realtors will still be nice to you. They will still give you a card, or they may suggest and say, hey, why don't you try to get approved, or why don't you look to see, or what is your time frame for wanting to buy a house?
Yeah, that's the most important.
That's a good thing. If somebody just blows you off, well, you'll probably never use that person anyway because they don't really care. One of the good things about Premium Mortgage is this. You don't have to qualify today. You may not even know if you qualify today.
I might have hair by the time you qualify.
That's okay. Give us a call. Let us have a quick conversation. The average call is about 10 minutes. We're going to ask you a simple series of questions that will tell us whether or not you qualify.
We won't even pull your credit.
Right. If you qualify, or if we feel you qualify, and if you like us, which we know you will, then we will pull your credit only because we want to make sure we protect your credit. If you don't qualify, if we know that either this or this doesn't check out and you don't have enough to qualify, there's no point for us in pulling your credit because it's a waste. Okay?
We're going to tell you what to do. We're going to show you the steps to get approved. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, it might be 6 months down the road, but we're not going anywhere.
Yeah. So one of the best things you could do is just give us a call first. We'll ask you the series of questions without pulling your credit. We'll tell you exactly where you stand. If you feel comfortable, we feel you qualify, then we pull your credit. Then we'll validate the income and the assets. Once we run desktop underwriting, that's when we'll tell you, go start shopping, give that realtor a call, let's go to work.
Or if you want us to get you a realtor.
Yeah, we have realtors available to you. You can go and find your own. If you have, Aunt Susie, I don't want Christmas to be an awkward time if you use somebody else. But that's the first thing you want to do, guys.
Yeah,
Contact
you can't
the
not
lender.
use Aunt Susie if you're going to Thanksgiving and Christmas with her.
I've had some stories where they're not good. Anyway, guys, hope that was helpful. Yes, you can talk to realtors if you want, but most realtors, they're not going to talk to you without you having that lender approval. So give us a call. Let us run the numbers for you. Let's tell you where you stand, and then we'll help you buy your first house.
And then you create your vision board where you're going to live.
Yeah, it's a great idea, guys.
You guys have a great
Give us
weekend.
a call. Have a great day.
Stay safe.